The first symptom that I got was on 12th of April, and I felt just feverish. So I took up Dolo 650. On 14th of April, I thought I should get doctor's opinion. So I used online booking app and got. I don't want to talk about the doctor or the clinic name and all, but I got an appointment. I was given ivermectin 12 mg, Dolo, zinc tablet, and vitamin C. On 14th night, I got fever 103 with heavy body pain. From this day onwards till 22nd April, I had 24/7, like continuously, I had headache. And this headache was sometimes very, very bad. It was very heavy, severe headache. I got corona test from a hospital. I just don't want to talk about the hospital names and all. And but the reports were not given out to me. I took this test on 14th. My result came on 17th early morning, stating I am corona positive. My that CT score, right? That was 21. There were three CT scores. One was 18, another was 21, another was 20. So overall, when I asked about it, it was 21. The doctor asked me to stop taking medicines from the previous doctor. They gave me Dolo 650 only and zinc tablet along with that Lim C tablet, which is vitamin C. The doctor had asked me to stop all the other medicines. Now I got the report on 17th, right? So I was waiting for the call from the BBMP. I was told that was the process. I did not receive any call. The hospital kept on asking me to come to hospital even though I was positive. I don't know what for. Like they're asking me to basically spread COVID, right? If I'm going out to hospital just to get a report, they were not giving me the report. Finally, I had to actually shout or fight with them, stating that I need online this thing online what do you say that consultation. I need it right now, or I'm going to put it on social media. That's when they released this report. Okay, I don't know why they did that. And also yeah so right. But then about the BBMP, I did not get any call. Okay, and I'm pretty sure. I think they were busy. I don't know. Obviously, there were hundreds and thousands of patients, but I did not get any call. So I called myself after getting this report. I called on 18th, 17th, end of the day, and 18th again. BBMP. They gave me Dolo 650, zinc tablet, vitamin C only, and that's it. Okay. My seriousness, like I was telling them about cough and all that. No tablet was given for my cuffs and anything cuffs, So I was scared, so scared that because I think I was deteriorating. My oxygen level all this while was 98, 97. Okay, but I was still feeling that I was deteriorating. Okay, guys. So if you feel that, I'll tell you what are the things that you should take action on in just a bit. So I was feeling I was deteriorating, so I was very scared. So I took an online consultation. Okay, and I don't want to tell about the app and all, but I got an online consultation from a guy who has 6 years experience. He gave me medicines which again involved ivermectin 12 mg. Now again, when I took the medicines, when I took medicine, I'm getting fever 103 again. When I was not taking, I'm just taking Dolo 650, I'm not getting anything. Okay, now this gave this basically scared me. I started like doing 1+1 is 2, like that kind of thing. And I started feeling that the doctors are not giving me right medicine. Okay, so the doctor had asked me from that app online, had asked me to take CBC report, CRP, and CT scan. When I took this on 28th from Soul Diagnostic, I got the report that I was 10% mild pneumonia. When again I went back to the online that app to show the reports to the doctor, she said to take Fabiflu 400. Now this is a medicine that you can just Google about it, but this is not easily available at all. Okay, so with some jugaad, got some tablets, but I had to start the next day. Now, in this meanwhile, what happened was I heard about Fabiflu, that it could be very, like it could be like, I was scared. Okay, so there people started telling me that you have to undergo some supervision. Don't believe this online thing. So I now again I went to a very big hospital in Bangalore from a very experienced doctor. Now this doctor scared me all the more and said, "Fabiflu, we don't recommend." Now, when this happened, I was even more scared. But the doctor did say one thing: his fever is not coming down. Like my fever was always above. This was ninth day or so. Okay, so the fever was always above 100, 1 or 100, or it was going up to 103 also. So the doctor said I have to get admitted. Now this is the part which was very difficult, because getting bed in Bangalore was very very difficult. I had help from some really really helpful guys, and Anant Prabhu sir and Vivek sir and Sudhir sir, and Kavita ma'am. They these are all they had some contacts. They got me this a bed. Now that is another story. The It was a government hospital. Unfortunately, when I went in, I saw very bad case. I felt, I'll be honest, I felt I will die if I stay there. Not that it is bad. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I was very, very scared. My oxygen was close to 89, 88. So understand, I was very scared. So when I went to this hospital, they treated very badly. I don't want to talk about it. They treated very, very, very badly. Okay, and they did not give me medical attention immediately, and they asked me to sit. They said there are more critical patients. I understand, but I was also critical. I was literally breathless, and I was feeling I was going to faint and so many things. But anyway, forget about that. I saw that they were using the same bed over and over. The one patient was literally without anything and just sleeping. They removed one, they put another. I know they were doctor. They are doing their best, but what I'm trying to tell is I was scared. So I literally took an ambulance. I went back to room to get another hospital. Okay, but this process took a lot of time, so I don't want to go there. What not happened, but yes. So I went back home. That night, my oxygen went to around 80, and I was very scared. I had seen some videos on that proning and all that, so I did that. I somehow survived till morning. I literally felt that I saw death. Okay, I don't want to, like, it is I'm not trying to scare anyone, but I felt really 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 scared. And so somehow I survived till morning. And then my brother arranged through some contacts, this hospital called as Sai Tunga Healthcare. It is in HSR. I will talk about them later on, but they gave me immediate attention. And my oxygen, I was put on oxygen, and a lot of blood tests and a lot of things were taken. And then I stayed there for 10 days, and I got discharged day before yesterday. So today is 4th. I got discharged on second night. And yes, so right now my oxygen is still 93, 94. I've been told that I have to take medicines and it will only get better from here. Okay, and um, what else? Yes, I have to do exercises. I'm going to make a next video and talk about the exercises. Now, the reason why I made this video is to tell you about, main thing is the mistakes that I've made. Okay, and the things that you should take care of when you have COVID, and other things I'll tell you about that. And also, what is to be learned from my mistake. I might help you with some insurance, like what are the documents that you should keep when you're going to hospital, and for things which are not going to have problem in future for you. Like when you're hospitalized, you cannot, like, sometimes there are hospitals where you cannot have anybody coming in, like there are cases. So it can be bad. So the things that you should have, you should make, list, and you should keep it with you. Okay, stuff like that. I'm going to talk about that. And yes, and the exercises which are very important, which have been told to me, I'll be making a video on that. Thank you.